It has been exactly 14 years since the terrorist attacks on the Twin Towers in New York and the Pentagon in D.C., when nearly 3,000 people were killed and thousands more injured. That harrowing day in history marked a moment from which so many different threads emerged that continue to shape this country and our world. Today, given the state of the Middle East and the Muslim world, we'll examine the trajectory of U.S. foreign policy and how the wars that began in 2001 created regional instability for millions and has made us even less safe. We'll also survey the damage done to our civil liberties with the revelations of mass surveillance on the general public, but also the targeting of Muslims in particular, and how Muslims here in the U.S. have been living in a climate of fear that extends today. My guest is Hussam Ayloush. He is the Executive Director of the Council on American Islamic Relations and also an Executive Board Member of the California Democratic Party. Welcome to Uprising, Hussam.
Thank you, Sonal. It's always a pleasure being on the show.
Now, do you remember what you were doing on the day when you first saw what was unfolding in New York and DC? I think all of us sort of remember that day. Did you have an inkling of what was in store?
Yeah, like most of us were, especially on the West Coast, getting ready to go to work or preparing our kids for school. That was my case. And then I got the dreadful call from friends, and I have a cousin in New York, and actually some of my colleagues from CARE. And you know, whatever happened after that has been just a continuation of injustice, you know, from that day of injustice to the targeting and the scapegoating of American Muslims, and then eventually to Islam itself with the Islamophobia industry and the targeting through law enforcement agencies, and we're still dealing with it.